You're tuning into the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast, the only wrestling podcast covering WWE, AEW, and TNA. Let's get uncooked, uncorked, and uncensored.
What's up, everybody? You are checking out the Uncensored Pro Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, the Hakamadi, and C.
But he's not alone.
I'm not. My own Hakamadi, and B is here eating ice. And we are here to cover WWE Friday Night SmackDown from July 4th, 2025 in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And it was taped after Raw. It was like an hour and a half show, which I was glad we didn't sit through 3 hours.
This is how dedicated we are. We just played the WWE 2K25. We're recording, and we're about to watch Raw.
Yeah.
We're losers.
No, wrestling fans. That should be a quote. We're not losers. We're wrestling fans. Anyways, so this was a pretty basic episode of SmackDown. I wasn't really enjoying it. Aside from some of the promos, I just wasn't really feeling it. Maybe I just wasn't really in the mood. But SmackDown starts off. We see the new United States champion Solo Sikoa arrive in a limo, but Jacob Fatu attacks Solo, and Solo's like hanging out of the window, and sends, I think he tosses JC Mateo into the car door, and that's how SmackDown starts with a chaotic opening with Jacob Fatu attacking the new United States champion Solo Sikoa.
Yeah. I don't really have a lot to say about it. It was just the opening. But I am excited for their match for the next night. Because this is the night before. So, oh no, there was nothing the next night. What am I thinking?
It's okay.
Oh, because I was thinking about the Survivor Series and the Attitude Era that we were just in.
Oh, cheap plug. You can check out the new episode we dropped on Survivor Series 2000 Attitude Era.
Right here in New Haven, Connecticut.
Right here in New Haven, Connecticut. So the 2025 King of the Ring, Cody Rhodes, comes out and he holds the crown with them. And Cody says, before I talk about the crown, he mentions there's a kid in the crowd that's battling cancer. Cody says, what does this crown stand for? I left a piece of myself just to hold this. It stands for where we've been, where we are going, which is the main event of SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes versus the WWE champion John Cena. That's when Randy Orton comes out. Orton says, for weeks I told you I do whatever it takes to win. At Night of Champions, I had you dead to rights, but I hesitated and you didn't. You pulled the trigger. For that I respect you. I want you to promise me you will go to SummerSlam and kick John Cena's ass. And then Drew McIntyre returns. We haven't seen him since the Steel Cage match.
Finally.
With Damian Priest. Drew says, you hang up. No, you hang up. Please shut up. He's like, it's pathetic. Thank God the Alpha has returned. Randy, you lost because you hesitated, but you actually lost psychologically. Cody Rhodes played you for months and then stabbed you in the back. Remember when Cody attacked your weak back like a shark in the water, which Cody did do? What happened to you? A few years ago, you punted legends and I had to stop you. He's making reference to when they fought back in 2020. They had like a Hell in a Cell match and Orton was a heel, McIntyre was a babyface. The legend of Randy Orton is dead. I want Cody Rhodes to be the next WWE champion too. This is 20 years in the making. I want you to win the title so I can rip it out of your hands and I won't hesitate like somebody else. And then Randy Orton hits Drew McIntyre with an RKO. But I feel like this is my favorite thing of the whole night. It was cool to see Drew back. A lot of people were saying that Drew looked stupid, like taking an RKO, but like it's Randy Orton, you know, it's not like it's a nobody attacking Drew McIntyre. But I would definitely like to see Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes because you never really got that match.
I want to see Drew and Randy.
We're going to get that at Saturday night's main event.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So we're going to see that. But I do want to see Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes because we haven't seen it. And I would like to see Drew McIntyre as like a heel champion. But a lot of what Drew is saying is true, though, so it's like interesting because he's a bad guy, but he kind of speaks the truth.
Yeah, and I feel like that's kind of like Drew's spot, is that he's a bad guy, but he tells the truth. So it's like he's very like Drew McIntyre's the gray area, you know, for sure. And I agree. The alpha is bad. I'm ready.
The alpha's in your pants. We have a number one contenders match for he just did the eyebrows. For Evolution, the winning team will go on to take on Raquel and Roxanne Perez. Did anybody else win?
For what?
No, I just think so far it's just Roxanne and Raquel that are in the match. So the competitors in this match, we have the Secret Hervis versus Michin and B-Fab versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. And Bliss and Charlotte get the win, but excuse me. During the match, like, they kept tagging each other in different ways. And at one point, Charlotte, like, pats Alexa's head and lands a double moonsault. And then Alexa...
Not realizing.
Yeah, not realizing that tagged in Alexa. Alexa hits a Twisted Bliss. And Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair will compete at Evolution. And you mentioned after the match that they hugged, which is kind of funny to see. But I feel like this was the right...
They did it very sarcastic.
Yeah, but it was the right team to win. And I think that Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, I would like to see them be champions. I feel like it's not going to happen right now, coming. But I hope it happens because they're good together.
Yeah, it's definitely coming. I think they're probably going to be the Raw team for...
You mean SmackDown? They are the SmackDown team.
We know that for sure.
Yeah, they just won the number one contendership, so they're moving on to...
Well, cool. I think they might do it. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll have to see who else is in the match to be able to judge. We then get the Wyatts...
Well, Raw, it's going to be Roxanne. Oh, so it's Roxanne and Raquel, and then it's Alexa and...
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Not you.
Alexa and Charlotte.
And then we'll have one from NXT. And then we need to find out the Raw tonight.
Well, I think Raw aren't they representing Raw or no? They represent every
No, because it's 4. So it's 3 other teams plus.
Okay, so that's interesting. The Wyatt Six defeat the team of Johnny Gargano, Chris Sabin, Berto, and one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions, Montez Ford. I like the Wyatt Six, but lately this whole tag team division thing has been boring. I just said before we started recording that I miss the old QR codes. There's just something that it's like cool to see them. Obviously, I still like them, and their entrance is cool, but I just feel like Bo Dallas, Uncle Howdy, he needs to go after something bigger than the tag titles. Like,
yeah, it's been I hate to say it, but it's been a disappointment and a letdown. I think they're gonna win the tag titles when they face the Street Profits, and I hope they do, just so we can move on and see more from them.
Yeah, and then I just hope that they, like, go on for, like, the world title, or, like, because Bray Wyatt would not want them to go after the tag team titles. Like, I don't understand, like, their whole...
Well, I think they're kind of starting at the bottom, you know, like, I think that...
Yeah,
like
but this had like the most intrigue, and now it's like...
I agree. I think they'll get the tag team, and then I think maybe Bo Dallas. You know who I could see? Oh, I don't know if they're on the same show. I would like to see him and Karrion Kross in a.
Oh, that would be good. That would be good. WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton comes out. Tiffany says, I am ready to beat Jade Cargill at SummerSlam, and I will win at Evolution. That's when the 2025 Queen of the Ring, Jade Cargill, comes out. Jade says, I see you beating Nia like a champion. You were barely standing when I became Queen of the Ring. Tonight, if you choose wrong, you won't be at SummerSlam. But it doesn't matter to me because I'm still walking out champion. And then Tiffany says, I'm glad you're out here because I have a big surprise. Please welcome Trish Stratus. And then Trish Stratus comes out, and Tiffany says, we teamed together, and I thought Evolution needed some satisfaction. I want to offer you a match at Evolution. And Trish says, I did not expect this. Thank you, Tiff. Evolution represents everything we fought for back in the day. 8-time women's champion, has a nice ring to it. And Tiffany says, well, this isn't going to be easy. It's not the Attitude Era anymore. And you all run on Tiffy time. And then we see immediately after this, Naomi attacks Jade Cargill backstage, and 2 matches are set for Evolution. Tiffany Stratton defending the women's title against Trish Stratus, and Naomi versus Jade Cargill in a no-holds-barred match.
And we also have Rhea fighting Io there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Naomi really has her... She's got to cash in at Evolution because she has both chances. She could take either one. And I mean, obviously, she's probably going to go after Tiffany, but, you know, they could surprise us and she could move to Raw. You never know.
I didn't like this promo at all because it didn't do anything. Trish came out. She's like, Trish, I'm just giving you... She's like, I'm giving you this title opportunity because we teamed together. And then she's like, oh, okay, great, thank you. And then she's like, but it's not the Attitude Era. So it's like, it's weird. It's like you compliment her and then you, like, were mean.
Well... I think it's like a sign, she's like trying to show her a sign of respect that she's picking her, but she's got to show her that, like, she's got to tell her, like, the truth that I'm fighting you because it's going to look good for me when I beat you.
But she didn't say that.
But she should have. And when she said it not being the Attitude Era, Trish should have been like, yeah, because I...
And the other question is, like, why was Jade out there? Like, it's like, it was just like a promo of, like, I'm going to beat you, Trish, and then I'm going to beat you, Jade. Jade's like, no, I'm going to beat you. Trish is like, I'm going to beat you. Like, it made no sense. Like, Jade shouldn't have been out there. She should have made it more like Tiffany. The problem is, like, it's 2 baby faces right now, and it's like, you need Tiffany to be a heel or Trish to be a heel for it to really... And they booked this match 2 weeks. Like, this on SmackDown, that's the last time we're going to see the 2 of them together before Evolution.
If we even see that.
If
Trish is there Friday.
Yeah, so it's like, this has been very lackluster and sad because I was looking
but like, they could have done something right then and there, like I said. Like, she should have snapped back at her. She should have been like, yeah, it's not the Attitude Era, because...
Yeah, it just...
You would be in a car seat, or she should have said so, because she would have been like 3 years old then. She should have done, like, said something smart back. She should have been like, it doesn't matter, I'm 50 whatever years old and I'll still kick your ass. Something should have happened.
Or she could have been like, while I was fighting Lita and Victoria in hardcore matches in the Attitude Era, you'd be involved in the bra and panties, bitch. Or like something like, you know, like insulting, you know. I don't know. But it just really, it didn't make me excited for the match, and I love Trish. Thank you, Trish.
I know, me too. And I was psyched she was there.
But see, the other thing too is like the same shit happened with Charlotte, and like if they didn't have that personal issue, like no one would have cared. Like, when she was fighting Charlotte at WrestleMania, like, their whole storyline was dumb until Tiffany was like, oh, your relationship with Andrade ended. And then she's like, your man's in my DMs. And that's the only reason why people started to care. It's like, I don't really know if Tiffany can really do it. Like, she's good, but...
She sucks at promos, number 1.
Yeah.
Number 2, I think that Charlotte kind of was blocking her as well. Like, I feel like Charlotte wasn't giving her stuff to play with. You know what I mean? And if that was like real heat, it definitely worked on Charlotte's part. But I don't know.
Yeah. Next, we see Andrade and Rey Fenix defeat Fraxium after Andrade hits the message to Nathan Frazier. Good match. A lot of, whenever these teams fight, they have good action going back and forth. They're both high flyers. Next, we get Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso versus JC Mateo and the United States champion Solo Sikoa. Jacob ends up landing a moonsault to Solo to get the 3 count, pinning the United States champion. After Tama Tonga chokeslam Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga comes out and attacks. Solo lands a Samoan spike, and they land a triple powerbomb to Jacob Fatu through the announce desk. Their name is, I think it's like MIT, right? It's like what was it, the new family, or it's the family or something?
He's referred to them as the family, but I don't know if that's their name.
There's a funny meme too, because so there's Tama Tonga, Tongaloa, right? And then Tala Tonga, right? Now people are making fun of Tongaloa because Tama Tonga and Tala Tonga, both their last names are Tonga. And so they're saying he even botched his name because Tonga is his first name instead of it being his last.
It's weird because one of their first names is their last name. It's like Tonga Lay.
It's so Tala Tonga.
Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa. Right. And then Tala.
And then Tama Tonga. That's why whatever. We're fucking it up. Anyways, what do you think of this new group? I mean, Tala Tonga's huge, and Jacob Fatu just got a devastating triple powerbomb through the announce desk. But what'd you think?
Honestly, this is like the best we've seen from them in a while. But I still think that they should have debuted Tala Tonga in the match so that we could have seen it. However, this was a pre-taped SmackDown, and maybe that's why they didn't do it. But maybe they're saving it for this week. But
what do you mean?
Like, maybe they didn't have him debut because it was like a
What do you mean by debut?
Like fight for the first time.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Respect. Okay. Yeah, they did that with JC Mateo. Like, he debuted and then they had him fight. Maybe I heard he's like really, really good. So
the new all right. Solo made it clear on July 4th episode of SmackDown, this is nothing like the Bloodline. This much stronger faction is instead my MFTs, which stands for My Family Tree. Remember, he was supposed to use that a long time ago, remember?
Ooh, look at that, the investigative
Which stands for My Family Tree. The group's new name didn't help Solo all that much when Jacob pinched him. Okay.
Yeah, it was a
But remember
good ending.
When Solo first when Roman first left and Solo was like in charge, and that kept coming out that they were going to use
MFT, right?
I
think something like that. I
feel like
he's officially doing it. But I don't know. I give this episode of SmackDown like a C. I mean, the only cool thing, it was good to see Trish.
It was good to see Trish, but they did nothing.
The Drew McIntyre taking the RKO, that was cool.
I almost feel like it would have been better for them to go Tiffany's fighting Trish Stratus and not have her show up. Like, honestly.
Or have her show up, but like not be like the way she challenged her was dumb. She's like, I'm just gonna give this opportunity to you, Trish. Like, why? Like, you teamed with her Elimination Chamber. Is it like she didn't explain. She's like, instead of being like, I want to fight the best, and the best is Trish Stratus. And then Trish comes out, and then she's like, okay, well, you don't know what you signed up for. All she said was, I'm going to give this opportunity to Trish.
Or what? Another thing they could have done was Tiffany could have been talking. Trish could have interrupted her and come out and been like, hey, tag team partner, you owe me one.
Or, yeah. Something like that. See, yeah. But what was your...
I'll call you later, Paul.
We watched Raw, NXT, Dynamite, and SmackDown. So what was your favorite of that? If you can remember. I like... Raw was okay. Dynamite was good.
Yeah, I agree.
NXT was decent. The women's matches were going on NXT. And SmackDown was kind of lackluster.
SmackDown was probably the worst.
I would say for me, the best would be NXT and Dynamite.
Yeah.
Toss up between those two. But we're going to be covering Monday Night Raw.
I think it's going to be good this week because it has to be.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of wrestling this weekend. So we got Raw, NXT, Dynamite, SmackDown, Saturday night's main event, Evolution, All In. It's going to be a lot.
All In is this
All In, yeah. All In is going head to head with Evolution, I think.
Okay. And
Or
that's
no.
their, like, WrestleMania.
Or no, I'm sorry. I think they're going against
Saturday Night.
well, the craziest thing about AEW that I was learning before we close out is their first show. Granted, they were overseas. It was 80,000 people. Then it was the next year. It was 40,000. Now they're down to 22,000 because they're choosing.
What was the big one we saw in England?
That was All In.
AEW Evolution 2025.
What do you mean AEW?
Oh, what am I saying? AEW All In.
He's old.
2025. Okay.
He's turning 40 in August.
Thank you. Saturday, July 12th.
Saturday, July 12th.
So
is
it's going to
Evolution.
Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's competing against Saturday Night's Main Event. Okay,
We're
so
getting old too.
we can probably watch. We'll probably end up watching. I don't know which one.
We'll probably watch Saturday Night Main Event
And then start.
We could start the other one and finish it Sunday morning.
That's the plan. Well, thank you
I
for
have
tuning.
spoken.
He has spoken. Thank you for tuning in. You could check out our archive with the Attitude Years. We've got season 1, 2, and 3 out. Check out our recaps of Raw, SmackDown, NXT, AEW, and make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Stay safe and use protection.
That's what I mean by stay safe.
Yeah.
So stay safe, use protection, and stay uncensored.